Welcome to Midlife Unlimited Live for Five. I'm your host, Kate Porter, the Midlife Metamorphosis Coach, and I'm delighted to be joined today by my episode 14 guest, style genius and sustainability ambassador, Alex Standley, to give a taste of our episode, how to wear what you love and love what you wear as a midlife woman. So welcome, Alex, and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. I'm very on theme today. I've got my pink and red
I
hearts.
love, I love, and nails are something we speak about as well, because style, we're busting this straight away, isn't frivolous. And for I can't speak today, midlife women, and you work with so many transforming how they feel, it is a vital way of loving yourself, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I think that's such a big part of my mission, is to help women to let go of that feeling that, it's frivolous, it's materialistic, it's surface level, because actually it has such a huge impact on our self-esteem and our self-worth and how we show up. And that obviously has a knock-on effect to our relationships and our career and everything else. So it's really important.
And I couldn't agree with you more. And I think especially at this pivotal time in our lives, there's so much talk of mutton dressed as lamb and, oh, you shouldn't wear that, and age appropriate. I mean, we bust all this. You've got to
We
tune in
do.
because it's quite a long episode, but there are so many golden nuggets in there. And the whole, we're not going to fade away and start wearing tweed and pearls. And if we do wear tweed and pearls, fantastic, we will rock them.
Yeah.
And there's just so many limits that the whole trend thing, it's about doing it our way, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one of the things that stood out for me, I was listening to the episode again yesterday, and it's that giving yourself permission to kind of find that inner rebel and to let go of all those, I call them like scripts that are running in the back of your
Yeah.
mind, of all the things that you've told that you shouldn't do. And it's like letting go, and that freedom that brings is why it's so transformational when I work with my clients, because it brings you such freedom to just be like, this is me, this is how I want to show up, and that's all that matters. Nothing else matters.
But that's been such a huge part of my own personal metamorphosis as well. Just embracing and finding, because in midlife we can have that whole who am I moment. And by actually experimenting and having a bit of fun, because there are no rules. And if
No.
they are, just rip them up and let's try clashing. And I know red is something, Valentine's Day, a lot of women might think, oh, not for me. But you've got a nice twist on that, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think because red is such a powerful color, then there can be, and you rock it so well. There can be a lot of fear around that, because it's like, oh, what are people going to think if I show up in that? And oh, it's not for me. But actually, there's a red for everyone, and not just based on your skin tone and eye color and stuff like that, but also based on your personality. Because for some people, the red that you're wearing today is absolutely stunning, I love it, but for other people they might want something more muted, more of a sort of raspberry pinky red that's a bit softer, because that's their personality. And so there's something for everyone, and you don't need to pigeonhole yourself into a certain box just because of your age or because of your shape or your size or whatever it is.
No, absolutely. It's all about experimenting. And one of the fabulous things you do in our episode, which I haven't said, is available wherever you listen to your podcast. It's out now, episode 14. You are a sustainability ambassador, and I am, like you, a huge fan of pre-loved and pre-loved dressing. You give your 3 top tips, but it is a great way to experiment as well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it helps you to find your personal style if you feel, like you said, that you've lost yourself. And often we question our identity and who we are and how we want to show up. And you can experiment with your local charity shop or Vinted or whatever your bag is, without too much guilt of trying things and them not working or whatever that is.
And as we chat about as well, if you don't like it, if you think, not for me, perhaps, you can always resell it or redonate it back to the shop or give it to one of your mates.
Yeah.
Share the love, share the style. Well, Alex, it's been an absolute joy joining me today on Valentine's Day to celebrate us, to celebrate self-love, to rock our red and pinks. All Alex's contact details and mine are in the show notes for the episode, which is available wherever you listen to your podcast, and on the Midlife Unlimited podcast website. So here's to being fabulous, flourishing together, and rocking our midlife style, Alex. Thank you for joining me today. Here's to living midlife unlimited. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.